Welcome to LearnLogicPro.com. Today we're going to look at assigning external MIDI input sources to virtual instrument or software instrument parameters. Basically, I'm going to make this knob here control a knob inside Logic. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a software instrument. We only need one. I'm going to create this software instrument, and I'm a huge fan. I'm just going to simply come over here real quick and just pull up the ESM. Huge fan of this little plugin, really nice stuff. So here we have the ESM. Now, the idea here in the ESM is I want to assign this cutoff knob to this knob in the real world. And how you do that, I'm going to put this aside for a second. I'm going to go up to Options here, Track Automation, and open up the Track Automation settings. With the Track Automation settings open, you have this dialog box, and you can get to this in the preferences, but you're going to go down to the bottom and you're going to hit this button that says Learn Message. Now, most times you don't have to see the edit view, but I'm going to show you guys the edit view, and we're looking at the full edit view. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to move this over to the side, and I'm going to pull this synth here. Okay. Now the idea is this: if I move a knob inside the virtual world, this controller assignment finds that the ESM's cutoff has just been moved. Now it's very simple. You just go to your knob in the hardware world and you move this knob. Now instantly we see that the MIDI input, let's move this aside. Well, first we see this floating sign that says assignment learned. That's the most important thing. And as we look down the assignment parameter, controller parameters, we go down, it tells what the class is, what it's a channel strip, what the parameter is, and it tells you to see ESM cutoff. Then we get further down, we see MIDI input, and here we have the remote 25 as being my MIDI input source, and the specific value that was pressed, which happens to be this knob here. So it is now possible to go to the next one down. I'm going to hit now resonance. This is waiting for incoming message. Slowly move a slider or a knob and press things. So here we're going to do this next knob over, and now that is assigned. And you can continue going down. You go. I'm going to do the glide and do this knob. We're going to go over to overdrive, and I'm going to use this knob. So now once you've done this, we're going to click the Learn button, turning it off. We're going to close this window, and we're going to close this window. So you should be able to see this in action now. So let's move this back over, and I should be able to kind of this flying knob thing with all the different parameters that I've assigned. Now it wouldn't be fair to show you this without showing you how it actually works as automation. So I'm going to go ahead and just press play here. First of all, I'm going to turn on the automation view so you can see the automation. We're going to open this up a little bit more. And I'm going to press stop. Make sure that in automation we are on, I'm just going to put it on latch mode, which is fine. And I'm going to press play now. I'm going to start moving these knobs, and you will see in the timeline that the parameters will begin to change. The cutoff, ESM cutoff, is the parameter, and you can see that I'm moving that parameter. If I switch to another parameter, instantly it starts recording that second parameter. In this case, we're dealing with the resonance. Let me move this down a little. There we go. Next one over. And it just switches for you automatically. Next one over. And yes, it is possible to do two at once. Graphically, it's bouncing all over the place, but it actually is working. I'm going to press stop now and go back to the beginning, and you'll notice that all the automation is in there, and if you press play in latch mode it'll continue, but we want to turn this back to read mode to read all this automation. And here we go. You can see the different layers of automation in the back. And that's how you assign an external device to a knob in Logic Pro 8.